So today we're gonna talk about this very special lens because it's for full frame cameras. Usually anamorphic is for cinema camera and is very expensive. And for this one, for being on the low budget side, it's amazing. The creative contents like us and YouTubers are able to afford and use for client shoots as well. So before I tell you every single feature about this lens, I want to show you what's in a box. You see that we have a regular box, just like any other lens. And then inside we have two stickers. Very nice extra detail, one white and one black. We have the warranty card and a very comfy, nice bag. Inside we will see the lens fit perfectly. You see that everything now it's in T instead of F stop. Everything is manual, you can move in the lens just like this, and the focus is the same thing. Everything is gonna be operating in the lens, okay? It's not autofocus, and the lens is carbon fiber. That top part, it's super nice, and my mount is E-mount. For my Sony a7 III, we have many different mounts for different cameras, and let's jump for the features. 35mm T2.9 and 1.6 squeeze. With this image that you're seeing right now, I had to use an external monitor to know how it's gonna look like, because when you're using for your full frame camera, for anamorphic, it's gonna squeeze everything. It's kind of like a very weird shape, and to squeeze that, you can of course do that in the edited software. Keep that in mind. Super wide and is amazing because you can see a lot and you can always reframe and change the position horizontally if you need to. So we have a lot of space to play with. It's super tiny. I've never seen any anamorphic lens like this. Fits perfect in my hands and is super light. And I'm very excited to bring this lens with me everywhere because it's literally so cinematic, because I don't need to crop, I don't need to do anything. When I squeeze, it will create this black bars or letterbox automatically. And another thing that I admire from anamorphic lens is because it has a very distinct look. The bouquet, the letterbox, and the flares, because what's an anamorphic without flare, right? Look at this. This is the orange. If I tweak this one for blue, it will adjust to the color that I point to my lens. But they do have in a blue options as well. So good, right? Sometimes lens can get a little bit heavier and bulky, but this one, it's the totally opposite. It's super small, super light because it's made of carbon fiber, and we are able to use for gimbals, handheld, and drones as well. And of course, the quality is insane. Like I said before, used for cinema cameras and big detail. This lens is just manual focus. For talking headshots sometimes can be very good. In my case here, I focus on this line here on the microphone. If you're doing some action shots or different type of work, you will need to practice a little bit of manual focusing, which for me is not a problem. It's very nice. You got to be more intentional with what you shoot, and you're gonna improve your skills as a videographer and storyteller, because pulling focus can add or ruin your story. Carbon fiber front barrel, filter thread 58mm, rotation angle of the focus ring is 120 degrees, and the minimum focus distance is 0.9 meters. As you can see right now, not super close. They have so many different mount options, and it depends on the mount that you choose, the weight is gonna change a little bit. In my case, for the Sony full frame camera, I went with the E-mount, and it's literally 415 grams. It's like nothing. The aperture range is T2.9 to T16. The lens has 18 elements and 13 groups. Final thoughts about this anamorphic lens. Well, this is my first one and I'm very surprised. Super happy with the results, but I do need to say, make sure that you have a monitor to squeeze the image, because it's very challenging to be able to focus manually without seeing what you're gonna edit later. So use a monitor and you should be fine. So that's pretty much it, guys. Link is gonna be description down below if you would like to support my channel. You can always give it a like and subscribe for future videos just like this one. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.